Game three here. We are playing. Ooh, this is not a keepable hand, I don't think. Um, Playing Modern Merfolk, and I'd like you to find us on social media: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Google Plus, YouTube. Follow us there. We love talking about Merfolk. That's all we do. That's our entire show. Thank you so much for following us and hanging out with us and following along. So, if you really like what we do here, please follow us and just ask us a question about Merfolk. Talk to us about your deck. We love talking about Merfolk. Follow us. It'd be fun. We're gonna mulligan this. Uh, this is basically the same hand. We'll go ahead and keep. All right, we got to land on top. Not punished. What is on my hat? This is one of those veteran hats that everybody wears. Fleet Marine Force Corpsman. I don't wear any military hats except for this one. Actually, I have a Corps School hat too because Corps School doesn't exist anymore. But I was a corpsman in the Navy, and this is actually one of my favorite hats to wear. It has an EGA on it because the Marine Corps. Yeah, better lucky than good with the land on the top. Yeah, always better lucky than good. Always. But I was with First Medical Battalion, First MLG, First Marine. Oh no, no, not Hollow One again. No. But yeah, so I was with the Marine Corps, and it's definitely one of the more formative moments of my life. I don't think I was a man. I don't think I was a man until I. Oh no, burning inquiry. I don't think I was a man until I joined. Until I was with the Marine Corps. Oh, awesome. What is your MOS in the Army? And thanks, Corey, as well. Yeah, I was in the Navy for 8 years. My wife is currently in the Navy Reserves. She's actually deploying next year. She's deploying as a reservist to Guantanamo Bay. So she'll be in Guantanamo Bay for 9 months. So I'll be a single dad for 9 months, for almost a whole year. And what that means for you guys is more streaming, and I'll have more time to like make content and do all that fun stuff. However, it does mean that I might be a little stressed out. But yeah, it happens. All right, so in our opponent's graveyard, we have a Burning Inquiry, a Bloodstained Mire, a Wooded Foothills, a Lightning Bolt, a Bloodstained Mire, and a Street Wraith. Little Creek. Oh, Gurmag Angler. Good. Okay, well, Gurmag Angler. Oh, okay. Okay. What school are you going for? I know it's not called striking in the Army. In the Navy, it's called striking, where you go for an A school, but... Okay, we might... Oh, Army Band. Okay, what instrument do you play? We are just kind of stuck. We're up a creek without a paddle right now, unfortunately. Okay, Gurmag Angler is probably going to come in. Yeah. We don't even have a Spell Pierce to our name. Oh, nice. My wife was actually, so she's a corpsman in the Navy, like I am, but she was actually in one of the good. I guess we could have attacked her for 1 damage. She was in one of the performance divisions in boot camp. So they have a faster boot camp cycle, but she played the flute. So she performed. All it takes is to mistake. is to mistake a master gunny before you learn the whole rank structure of the Marines. Yeah, Marines are very strict. I think that was really good for where I was at that point in my life. That was right. So I deployed, and my wife left me during that deployment. And I don't think that I would have done very well handling my divorce had it not been for that structure of the Marine Corps being very, very regimented and very like, this is what you do. These are the parameters. Don't F up. Like that's so. It definitely helped out a lot. The Marine Corps is very awesome in that way that it's very strict and it's very hard, but if you can fit in, if you can deal with things, then you will reap the rewards for sure. And I actually it's one of those things that like I don't like to make things political very much on this channel, but I'm actually very disappointed by the not surprised. I'm disappointed. Oh, we're just done here. I'm disappointed but not surprised that General Mattis left as Secretary of Defense. It's one of those things that it's one of those things that I understand why he left. I would not have picked the position myself, but he is definitely the person in that administration that I admired the most. I met him in Afghanistan. He was an excellent person. I think Vile's too slow for this. We need to cut one more thing. Oh yeah, Peak is just useless. I forgot. Peak is useless. Let's get more spell pierces. Yeah, Mad Dog Mattis. Again, he's the person in the administration that I've had the most respect for, and I understand why he left. And it's one of those things that like it's a kind of a weird situation with the whole political U.S. thing going on right now. But I will say that I'm sad that there is nobody in this administration that I can personally identify with anymore, now that Mad Dog Mattis is gone. What's funny is like I work as a medical assistant now for a local health like a clinic, a group of clinics, and I'm actually doing a discussion. Yeah. It's good to have good people at the helm. So I'm actually leading at our staff meetings. I'm leading a group discussion about the Marine Corps leadership principles, the 13 Marine Corps leadership principles, and how they are applicable to business and customer service. And so like it's actually been really, really awesome to be able to impart that knowledge. All right, so our opponent has 2 blood casts in the bin. All right, let's draw. Oh. Let's seize the day. Seize them up. But yeah, Mad Dog is good people, no matter which way you twist the dial. The only good person in that administration, as far as I'm concerned. All right, so our opponent plays the Wooded Foothills, gets their 2 blood gas out of the... Now that we're done with the political talk, we get the blood gas in. Blood gas in from the graveyard for our opponent. Unfortunately for us, at least they don't have haste. Because they have haste. Yeah, as long as the opponent has 10 or less life, so we have a turn to deal with them. Yeah, I totally agree. 42 Romeo. It's doing the being an upright person, being professional, being just, seeing people for what they are and not for what they can provide you, being a just genuine person really puts you ahead. And again, I don't ever tweet anything political, or I try not to, but it's one of those things that, as a former service member, I see a lot of good things out of General Mattis, and I was very unfortunately I was very upset to see him go. But I hope to extol in this channel, in this group, the virtue of being inclusive, being inviting, allowing everyone to say or do good things to each other, and having that do good things, and all that fun stuff. So we have a really great community. I'm really glad to say that the Merfolk community has been super awesome. We're a good group of people. You can come from any walk of life, and I'm sure even Corey will tell you. Corey in the chat, who does a lot of stuff with the Discord and the Facebook group and the subreddit. Oh, there's Flamewake Phoenix. Ugh. Yeah, the Discord is great. The Facebook group is great. Nobody in there is ever like hateful, or I've never seen anybody say anything bad about anybody else. Great group of people. Great group of guys and gals, and anything in between. We're not going to block. We're going to let this blood gas come through. Just take 2. All right, Mutavaults. So what we can do is we can Lord. Make the Mutavault a creature. Swing in for 6. Get our opponent down to 10. And hopefully push this one to game 3. It seems like our opponent's going pretty slow. They have Flamewake Phoenixes in the... Yeah, race time. It's basically race time. So, yeah. Okay, they bolt our Lord, which is fine. They're out of ways to pay for the Flamewake Phoenix, which is better. Okay, they have... Never mind. Okay, Burning Inquiry. We may actually... That didn't help. No. Actually, this helps our race strategy. This helps the race strategy. Okay, there's Hollow One. There's another Hollow One, which is fine as long as we draw an Island Walk Lord. Thanks, Wind Rhythm. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Merry and yeah, don't call my shots. Shouldn't do that. All right, Flamewake Phoenix triggers go in the stack, but nothing happens. Thank you so much again for following Wind Rhythm. It's really awesome to have you on board. Welcome to the shoal of Merfolk players, or non-Merfolk players. If you just like how we stream over here, that's fun stuff too. Well, it was race time. It's not race time any mas. Well, Phantasmal Image is pretty neat. It does stink that we don't have a Lord. So I think what we do here is we need to set up the best way we can. So we have to Phantasmal Image Gurmag Angler, so that'll take up 2 mana. And then we could even Silvergill and hold up Spell Pierce mana, which I think is kind of the best line of play. So let's Silvergill first. Yeah, revealing Merfolk Trickster. And actually, I think revealing Merfolk Trickster can actually do a lot of good in this situation, because Master Waves. Ooh, that's good. That's good. So, Phantasma Image and Silver Gale Adept help us use these Mutavaults in a lot better ways than we could otherwise. So we're going to copy Gurmag Angler to take a piece of removal from them, or B, trade with Hollow One or a Gurmag Angler. But we did hit Master of Waves, which is excellent. And we have Spell Pierce mana up, so we have to let this one go. They do have the mana, but if they flash it back, then we are good. All right, Black Cleave Cliffs and another Flamewake Phoenix. Our opponent cracks a Bloodstained Mire to get a basic mountain. Has all their Flamewake Phoenixes, which I'm sure they're going to pay for. Well, they can pay for 2 of them. We should have... Okay, so where are we at? So we block. So maybe we should have Spell Pierced that, because if they paid for it... So, learning opportunity here. If we had Spell Pierced that, they would have had to either A, not let it resolve, so their Phoenixes wouldn't have happened, the triggers wouldn't go, or B, they wouldn't have had the mana to pay for the Phoenixes. So we should have Spell Pierced that. So that's something to consider. If your opponent is playing Hollow One and they have Phoenixes in the yard, Spell Piercing, even if they have the mana to pay it, can help reduce the amount of Phoenixes. So let's see how much damage we're taking. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have to block here. So now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, yeah, we're done, basically. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we don't even have enough. Yep. GG to our opponent playing Hollow One. All right, well, you know, Hollow One sometimes just barfs out wins like that, and Spell Piercing when your opponent has limited mana is often better than just not Spell Piercing at all, even if they can pay for it. Sometimes you just want to Spell Pierce. It's one of those things. It happened. We'll go on to the next game.